Awesome. Welcome. Come on in. I'm so happy to be here with you to answer any questions that you have about making passive income from home. I'm just getting my everything set up here. I'm going to be going live in two different places so I can if you see me bouncing back and forth, that is why. I am not crazy. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit go live here and we will be ready to go. So, my name is Lee Meyer. For those of you just meeting me for the first time, I'm so happy that you're here. Come on in. I am a stay at home mom of four, and I'm going to be sharing with you about passive income this morning because that was the thing that I so desperately needed was a way to be able to bring in money passively for my family that would give me my time back with my kids. So this is my website right here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to go to get my exact blueprint that I follow. When you go here, you're going to see a place to put in your email. You're going to put that in, and then you're immediately going to get a video from me on the very next page that has a short walkthrough of how exactly this blueprint works. When you go there, watch that video all the way through because it's going to answer all of your questions about this passive income stream that I am following, this six-figure blueprint. So when you go here, Empowered Passive Income, if you're just hopping in here, this is where you're going to get all of the details about this six-figure blueprint. But I'm here this morning to be able to answer any questions that you might have about making money passively from home, because I know for me, it was a little bit difficult to wrap my brain around. I had been working a side hustle and selling physical products, like products that I could reach out and touch and feel. And so with this, when I got started with passive income, it's not quite so like reach out and touch it. It's digital. But this does some amazing things. For one, it got me out of shipping. So I don't have anything to ship. Like I have shipped every day of my life for about the past 7 years selling physical products. So to be able to come into this and have something digital and suddenly not have to worry about shipping, like that was amazing. After shipping 7 years, like, okay, you probably don't, or I didn't want to ship another 7 years of my life, right? The other things that digital products like allow me to be able to do, which was amazing coming from my background, was not having to go and continually replace my inventory. I didn't have to keep going out and getting more things because that was the place where I was at is I was continually having to go and get stuff. I, got physical products, I sold them, and then I had to go and replace them. I had to go and spend money on those things again and then be able to, to be able to sell it over again. And that was just this process that I kept going through. With passive income, with the digital products, you're actually able to sell the same product over and over and over again. There's no having to go out and get more items. There's no having to spend money on more items. So this is like a pretty amazing thing for me to be able to come across just 3.5 months ago. Actually, a friend stepped out and shared this with me, and I was like, this sounds way too good to be true. It sounds like a scam. It sounds like not real. Like I don't know what this is. And so I kind of looked into it a little bit more and realized that this is a business model I had never heard of. And I had never heard of being able to step in with products that were done for me and being able to make $900, because the place that I was coming from was making $10 here, $20 here on small products. And so to be able to, just make $1,000 for the month took a lot of time and effort. So you think about, to make $1,000 for the month, or why don't we go with $900 to make $900 for the month? If you're selling a $10 product, that's 90 items that I had to sell just to make that $900. And so, we would have the car break, we would have the dishwasher break, we would have medical bills come in, and $1,000 a pop, $900 a pop. How much work would I have to do to come up with that amount of money? And then another car breaks, like both of our cars were like 20 years old. Another car breaks, we have another bill. Then that was putting so much pressure on me to be able to work harder. Like I had to put in more time if I wanted to make more money. So to be able to bring in $900 in a single sale was an incredible place to realize. And this is 100% profit. I didn't think that this would work for me. I didn't think, like I mentioned, I did not even know. I didn't think it was real, right? And so to be able to see these amounts coming in, to be able to see $100 coming in, you actually get four different income streams with this passive income stream that I'm sharing with you. So empoweredpassiveincome.com, for those of you who are just coming through, you're going to go here to get all of the details. This will show you those four different income streams that I'm talking about. When you get here, you'll see a place to put in your email. Put that in. That's going to take you to the video that explains exactly how all of this works. But you get actually four income streams. So 900, 600, 300, and 100. And the best selling one is this 900. With that, you get all four of these income streams. But that first time that I had a sale come in, it was this $100. A couple hours later, $900 came in, like in a single afternoon. To be able to bring in $1,000, what was taking me essentially, almost a month to be able to make, happened in a single afternoon. A couple of days later, we were driving to church, another 900 came in, then 600, then 300, then another 900. I'm like, this is amazing to be able to go from a place where I was making $10 here, $10 there, constantly trading my time, constantly having to sacrifice time away from my family, to suddenly being able to bring in real amounts of income that actually put a dent in things. Because that was where I was at, is going, okay, this is a hopeless situation, making a few bucks here, a few bucks there. There's not enough time in the day. Like, I can't just go and make more time in the day. I can't just go and like maybe not sleep at night to be able to make more money, work my side hustle to bring in more money. I needed a better way. I was exhausted, worn out. And so I just needed to get that time back with my family. So for those of you who are just coming through, my name is Lee Meyer. I am a mom of four in Washington State. I had been working a side hustle to be able to stay at home with my kids. And then 3.5 months ago, I came across this blueprint, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to go to see the blueprint that I'm talking about. This is a six-figure blueprint to be able to earn money from home with nothing but your phone and Wi-Fi. This is going to show you those four different income streams that I'm talking about and how you can make 100% profit on this. This is not an MLM. It's not making somebody else rich, and it's not a get rich quick scheme by any means, but it's teaching you real life skills to be able to be successful in today's digital world where everything is going online. Our whole entire world is going digital. So why not you be able to market to that? Why not you be able to make money from that? Do you realize that the biggest industry out there where the most money is being spent is actually e-learning? These are things like courses, because people are going online to learn from the comfort of their home. Why not you be able to make amounts like this of what is already being spent in this industry? Again, this is the biggest industry right now as we speak in 2024. This is the biggest industry out there where the most money is being spent every single day. It's actually $1.2 billion is being spent every single day in this industry. Okay, this is 2024 numbers, like, right now. But 2027, a couple of years down the road, like this is right around the corner, right? This is projected to hit $3 billion per day. So if there's any time that you want to learn how to jump into this industry, how to make money in this niche where billions of dollars are being spent every day, like, now is the time before this growth happens. So empoweredpassiveincome.com, you're going to head there to get exactly what we're talking about, the six-figure blueprint. As soon as you get here, you're going to see a field to put in your email. Put that in. That's immediately on the very next page going to take you to a video that's going to explain all of this to you. Watch that video all the way through, because I promise that it will answer all of your questions. If you still have questions after you watch that video, then go ahead and hit reply on any of the emails that you get from me, and then I will personally answer those myself, because I am so excited to see you succeed with this. I am so excited because I've had that change in my own life of going, okay, I'm struggling to make it through the month. I'm having to work harder, do more and more in my own strength to try and get all of these bills paid and failing, like giving up time with my family to coming into this place where I have this passive income stream that is out there working for me. It's working for me in the background because it is digital and because I can automate almost the entire sales process. Actually, the entire sales process is automated. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about that automation system here in a little bit, and then where that 2 hour workday comes in. Because with this passive income stream, it's all based on having a 2 hour workday. So you put in a little bit of time up front, and it does not have to be 2 hours all at once. It can be 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 30 minutes when the baby takes a nap, whatever that looks like for you. If you've got a job, it might be a little bit on your lunch break, and then maybe what Saturday morning you do your work for the week, right? And have that all scheduled out ahead of time. So the passive income, it's not meaning that you never lift a finger, right? It's not meaning that you never do any work, because we were that wouldn't be, that would not be real. That would not be kind of the point of life. Like, we weren't made to not just never work, never lift a finger. So this passive income, you put in a little bit of work, but you can do it around your schedule. And then you've got an automation system that is out there behind you, bringing you in sales, just like these 900, the 600, the 300, just like what I have had coming in, just like what thousands of people who are using this blueprint, following this blueprint, have had coming in. And this money is coming in when you're out, grocery shopping, when you're out of the movie theater, when you're out, maybe celebrating a family member's birthday, wherever that is, because you have that automation system behind you that's running in the background, working for you around the clock, 24/7, 365, to have that set up ahead of time. And then that is continually working to bring you in these amounts. And again, I did not think that this would work for me. I did not think that, a regular, normal mom like me would be able to have success with this. And then I started seeing these amounts come in, that 900 and the 600, the 300, the 100, and to be able to have a way to bring in income for my family that gave me my time back, that got me my time back with my kids, because that was all I really wanted, was to be able to have that time back with my family, to be able to enjoy the kids that God gave me. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this, grab a screenshot of this though before I do, and then I'm going to share a little bit more about the products and how that whole automation system works. But I want you to imagine with me for a second what being able to learn the skills to bring in $900, $600, $300, what that would do for your family. Imagine with me, like, picking up your phone and seeing that you had $900 come in. I did not believe that for myself until I saw it happen for myself, till had that first day, and I'm like, I just had $900 come in. And then 2 days later, I just had another $900 come in. Like, that's so exciting to me, because again, I was making a few bucks here, a few bucks there, like $10, $20, what that adds up to $30. I'm not going to be even be able to go get groceries with that. But you have $900 come in, another $900 come in. That's $1,800 just in 2 sales. And it's like, wow, this actually stacks up so much faster, where it actually puts a dent in things, where I've been able to go from, okay, stressing about just how we're going to make it through the month, to having enough to be able to make memories with my family, to be able to start paying down debts. Like, my car is getting paid off this year because of this, because I have these amounts coming in for my family. Like, what would that do for you, to be able to see these amounts coming in, to have 4 income streams that are out there working for you? Maybe you've been believing for better for a long time. Maybe you've been believing that things would change, and now suddenly you have a way. Now suddenly you're seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. That's what this was for me, because I was a place where going, okay, all of my dreams and goals are hopeless. They're never going to happen at the rate that I'm going. I'm never going to get out of debt. I'm never going to, accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. And then suddenly to be able to have, not only a way to bring in these amounts of income, but actually seeing this these amounts of income come in, it's like, wow, all of these are suddenly possible. So do you realize that this $900, we show you exactly how inside of the program, how to learn the skills of daily pay. So daily pay is you attracting a customer on a daily basis. And we show you exactly how to use attraction marketing so that you're never having to chase people. You're never having to bug friends and family. You're not having to DM anybody. You're not having to get on the phone with anybody. You're not having to friend request people. But we show you exactly step by step process that anyone can follow to get to the place where you're seeing that daily pay come in. So for those of you who are just coming through, my name is Lee Meyer. I am a stay-at-home mom of four. Go ahead and come on in here and join me. I'm going to be answering all of your questions about passive income, about having an automation system that is out there working in the background for you to bring you in these amounts. Again, I did not think that this would work for myself. But then I started seeing it come in and I started seeing like how amazing this was to be able to get my time back with my family. So empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to head to get all of the details about this six-figure blueprint. But we have thousands of people around the world, all walks of life, all ages, who are following this blueprint and having success with it, seeing these amounts of money come in for their family, seeing that daily pay coming into their bank account 100% profit. So again, all of these are 100% profit. You're not making somebody else rich with this. You're not the little hamster on the wheel. You're not the one doing all of the work and then somebody else is getting all of the money. This is your own business. It's your own brand that you're building. All right, so do you realize this $900 on a daily basis, when you learn the skills of daily pay, this $900, this is $328,000 a year. And this $600, this is $219,000 a year. And then 300, this is $108,000 a year. I always mess up on this. Yeah, 219. And then 100, so that's what. Oh, my mouth is like not working this morning. Oops. $36,500 a year. So that is what these amounts are. And what would that do for your family to be able to see these amounts, to be able to see daily pay coming in? What would that do for your family? Like, how would that make you feel to be able to bring in real amounts of income where you're actually like putting a dent in things? Like, what would this do for you? Would it mean that you would be able to get out of debt? Would it mean that you would be completely debt free? Like you could send in that last payment on your student loans, that last payment on your car, that last payment on your, I said car, what else? Medical bills. Like, what would these amounts do for you? Being able to bring in thousands of dollars. We've got 3 months left of the year. And do you realize that just in these 3 months that are left of the year, your life could totally change? In fact, tonight we've got a special training just for community members that's called Mindset, Message, and Marketing to Your First Million, because we show you exactly how to build a $1 million brand. Tonight's training, by the way, it is live and interactive so that you have a place to come and get your questions answered. You have a place where you're able to interact with other community members who are in this same process, who are having success. Will be seven-figure income earner there doing that training, and you're not going to want to miss that. That is happening tonight. The way that you get in on that is go to empoweredpassiveincome.com, put in your email. You're going to be able to go and watch that video where that explains the six-figure blueprint that I am sharing with you. Watch that video all the way through. Underneath that video, there's a button. That button is going to take you to the next page where all of these different products are available. Again, this one right here, that is the best selling product. And this is the one that gets you actually all four of those income streams. But think what that would do for your family to be able to join today at any of these. You're going to get access to that live training that is happening tonight to help you build your $1 million brand. You're not going to want to miss out on that training. And so the way that works is you're going to pick out your product, and then from there you will get the directions to be able to take part in tonight's training. And this is not just a pre-recorded course that you're going to lesson that you're going to listen to. This is actually a live event that we are hosting this evening, where we're going to be having breakout rooms. It's going to be interactive. You're going to be able to share ideas, bounce ideas off of other people. You're going to be able to get your questions answered. So again, this is happening tonight. It's mindset, messaging, and marketing to your first million. And this is going to help you be able to build that brand, because that's exactly what we help you do inside of this program, is to build your own brand, to build your following, to build your email list, to build the things that are bringing you in these income. And we show you exactly how. So that training, again, that is happening tonight. You're not going to want to miss it, because these live trainings are worth so much. Like, to be able to get training from a seven-figure income earner and get that mindset of $1 million CEO. She hit $1 million in her first 17 months. So she's the one that is going to be doing this training. She's also the one that you'll see here when you go to this video, empoweredpassiveincome.com. When you go and put in your email and you're going to watch that video, that is from this same mentor. You are going to not want to miss it. It's going to be so valuable to you to get in on that tonight. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little bit more room here, erase some of this, but I want you to go ahead and grab a screenshot of this so that you remember all of these numbers and what this is on daily pay. So $900 when you learn how to bring in daily pay for your family, that's $328,000 a year. And I want you to know that this can change your life this year. Like, in the last 3 months we have left, how different would your holidays look knowing that you had daily pay coming into your bank account? How different would Christmas look knowing that you had that daily pay, knowing that you had money coming in today to your bank account? How different would things look December 31st when you get to the end of the year and you're looking in the mirror, so proud of yourself, of everything that you've accomplished for your family, so proud of yourself, of the new skills that you have learned, so proud of yourself of the extra money. Like, 30 to 40,000 is possible over the next 3 months that we've got left. We've got like 3 months and a week. That is totally possible, even for somebody who is brand new, even for somebody who is just starting out and who is a beginner, who has no prior experience, who has no following, who has no tech skills. That is possible for you. And that is why I am so passionate about showing up and sharing this with you, because even as a beginner, those amounts are possible. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this, but I want you to imagine what this would do for your family and what, new level you could take your family to, because you decided to step out and learn new skills, because you decided to step out and learn skills that could bring your income in passively, that could bring income in passively for your family, and set yourself free from living that life where you're just getting by, of living that life where you're living from paycheck to paycheck, of living that life where you're, just barely scraping through the month. Like, you were made for more than that. You were made to be able to, not just struggle through life, but to actually be able to enjoy life, to be able to enjoy your family. So that first step, number one, is to go and pick out your products. Again, there are 4 different products available. You're going to see those when you go here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. You're going to watch the video. You're going to go over to the next page where those products are available. And so with these products, they are all highly in demand products, and they are all done for you. So when I learned that I could have products that were done for me that I didn't have to go and create, I'm like, this is amazing. Do you realize how much time is saved from that? Time of trying to figure out, something to be able to teach, to be able to create, and then all of that time that goes into coming up with that, creating that. So to be able to step in with products that are already done for you, that was kind of one of those light bulb moments for me of going, oh, I don't have to make something. I don't have to come up with something. I don't have to, record lessons and come up with some sort of course to teach. Like, who am I to be able to teach anything related to online business? How would I even do that? I don't even have time with 4 kids to sit down and put together something that is actually, super, super valuable. So to be able to step in with this and have these highly valuable, highly in demand products and being able to make that 100% profit on these products, like that was this light bulb moment for me, mind blowing moment for me of going, yeah, like that totally makes so much more sense to step in and be able to start making money now. Because that's the thing, is I had bills now, I had expenses now. I did not have time to sit around and wait. I didn't have time to watch my kids grow older. I didn't have time to watch my 2-year-old turn into a 3-year-old, turn into a 4-year-old, my 14-year-old, turn into a 15 and 16 and start driving and start, leaving for college. I needed a way to be able to make money now, but also get that time back now, because that is really what I wanted. So if you are listening to this and you're like, yes, I would love to be able to have a way to bring in income, go ahead and put a 1 in the comments for me. Let me know that I'm not alone, because that, at the end of the day, that is all that I wanted, was to get that time back. So if you're in that same boat, drop a 1 in the comments. Let me know that I'm not alone, and that you would love to have a way to get your time back with your family. All right, so step number 2, after you've got your products, that's when you're going to get that invitation to tonight's training, that live and interactive training, that mindset, messaging, and marketing to your $1,000,000 brand. You're going to get access inside of this. You're going to get the directions of how to join that tonight. You're not going to want to miss out on that. I can tell you that right now. So, after you get your products, then the next piece of this is to set up your automation system behind this. This is the thing that is out there working for you. This is the thing that is out there freeing up your life and getting you back your time. So these products, they're done, they're created for you. You don't have to come up with something. You could check that off your list. This automation system, it's nearly done for you, like 90 to 95% done for you as well. When you get that set up, then this piece is checked off your list. For those of you who are just popping in here, my name is Lee Meyer. I'm a mom of 4 in Washington State. I was working a side hustle to be able to stay at home with my kids. empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to go to get all of the details on this 6-figure blueprint that I'm talking about. I have a truck going by right now, so it might get loud for a second. When you go here, empoweredpassiveincome.com, you're going to go there and put in your email, and that's going to get you that 6-figure blueprint video. On the very next screen, you're going to get that video that explains the blueprint in detail. You're going to watch that video all the way through, because I promise that it will answer all of your questions. Underneath that video, you're going to see a button. Click that button, and then that is going to take you over to the 4 different products that are available. Now, inside of these products, we're going to show you how to set up the automations. So there's going to be step-by-step videos to get your own automation system set up, your own Freedom Machine set up. So this is how those sales come in. $900, $600, $300, how those come in fully automated. The entire sales process is automated so that you don't have to be on your phone all day. You don't have to be, talking to somebody on the phone. You don't have to be DMing people. You don't have to be friend requesting people or bugging friends or family. But this automation system is out there doing all of the work for you. And so with this automation system, this consists of your web page. Now, all of these web pages, I am not a techie person. I did not want to figure out how to build a website. These are actually all done for you. So when I found this out and I'm like, this is amazing. I don't have to set up any of this. I don't have to know tech. I don't have to deal with tech to have this automation system that is out there working for you. So it consists of this website and then with the email, because that is where the money is in growing your email list. We show you how to grow a brand. We show you how to grow an email list. We show you how to, grow this brand that is attracting people to you. So with this, there's going to be that place to put in an email. And then this is where that video is that talks more about the products. And then underneath that video is the button. And then on this last page, this is where the products are available for purchase. And so when you go through and follow this setup, follow with these step-by-step videos to get this set up for yourself, you're going to have these web pages already done for you. You're simply connecting in your domain name, which is like the name of your website. You're going to get those videos to even like go out and get a domain name. Because for me, I'm like, I struggle with just that piece of it. I was this weekend, I was, the mom that's like, hey, how do I turn on the TV? I can't even turn on my own TV, right? And so it was kind of a funny moment, but it goes to show like anybody can do this. You do not need to be this techie person because all of this is done for you. You're just setting up your own domain name. That's the name of your website. And then you're setting up your own payment gateways. And so the payment gateway, that's the place where your customers are paying you. And so with the button over here with the products, when somebody goes to purchase from you, you're going to have your payment gateway set up. So you'll have your PayPal set up. You'll have your Stripe account set up wherever it is that you're going to be taking payments. And again, we show you step by step. You can follow along with these videos to get this all set up for yourself. And it was at the end of last school year, like the end of May, when I got started. And I'm like, okay, my kids are going to be coming home from the summer. I have to have a way to bring in money passively for my family. Like I have to have this automation system out there working for me. I need to get this set up because they're coming home. I'm not going to have time, right? And so I put the baby down for a nap. She was the one that was home with me while the big kids were at school. Put her down for a nap for the afternoon and then followed along with those step-by-step videos to get this set up. And I had that done during her nap time. So it's less than 2 hours to get this whole thing set up. The other piece of this automation is the email follow-up sequence. And you will get all of these. We actually give you this entire sequence. This is like 13 emails, approximately 1 day apart. And then all of this is done. So when I found out, okay, I don't have to figure out how to do any of this. I don't have to figure out the tech behind putting this together, but I can have this out there working for me. I don't even have to figure out what to say. Like these are done. So what's going to happen is when somebody goes to your website and puts in their email, then they're going to start hearing from you approximately 1 day apart. And what all of these do is point your potential customers back to that page where you have those products available for them to purchase. And again, you have that button set up so that you're able to receive those payments directly from your customers into your PayPal, into your Stripe account, into your bank account at that 100% profit. So at that point when I'm like, okay, so I can have products that are done for me and I can have an automation system that is, pretty much done for me. I'm setting up my payment gateway, my domain name. Like I don't have to do any of this tech work. I don't have to figure out, I don't have to trial and error. I don't have to come up with something myself, but I have a proven system that is out there working for me, a proven system that is taking potential leads and converting them into paying customers, 900, 600, 300 at a time. Like, yes, absolutely. That was kind of like the final moment of going, okay, yes, I am getting started. And so empoweredpassiveincome.com, for those of you who are just hopping in here, my name is Lee Meyer. I'm a mom of 4 in Washington State. And I had been working a side hustle to be able to stay at home with my kids. And I was having to trade more and more of my time. All I wanted was my time back. And that is exactly what this passive income stream has given me. It's given me that time back, but it's also given me a way to be able to provide for my family 900, 600, 300, and be learning the skills to see those amounts coming in on a daily basis. So empoweredpassiveincome.com, head there right now. You're going to put in your email. On the very next page, you're going to get that six-figure blueprint from me. That's a video to watch. It's a very short, but you're going to watch that all the way through because it's going to answer all of your questions. If you've still got questions after that, hit reply on any of the emails that you get from me, and I will personally respond to you and answer those questions myself because, again, I am so passionate about this because I've seen that change in my own life of being able to be present with my kids, of being able to enjoy the family that God gave me without having to worry about how I'm going to have money coming in, about having to, without having to go and trade my time, sacrifice time away from my family to be able to provide for them. So again, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to go for all of those details. Underneath that video, the six-figure blueprint where we were, you're going to learn exactly how this works. Underneath that video, there's a button that is going to click that button that is going to take you over to the products that we're talking about, those 4 different products that are available to you. Now, when you get any of these, with that, you're going to get access to tonight's live and interactive training on how to grow your $1 million brand. So again, you're not going to want to miss out on that. Go here now. You're going to be able to get your products and then be able to join us for that live training. Again, it's live and interactive. It's not just a recorded lesson, but you're actually going to be able to interact with other people in the room. We get put into breakout rooms. And so in those breakout rooms, there are small groups, like 5 or 6 other people where you're able to connect with and then be able to bounce ideas off of. And those breakout rooms, that's where breakthroughs are happening. That's where a lot of people are having their aha moment, where it's like, okay, suddenly they go from just getting started to seeing money come in on a regular basis. So again, I am so excited for you. I've got no idea what is going by. It sounds like some piece of equipment. So I apologize if you guys can hear that. But I am so excited to be starting out my day with you. I'm going to give myself a little bit more room here so that I can share with you about the 2-hour workday. Because once you have this automation system set up, once you've got that all out there, it's working in the background for you. It's working around the clock. It's working 24/7, converting your potential leads into paying customers. And this is how those $900, $600, $300, that's how those come in, is through that fully automated sales process that is working, from the beginning when that customer potential lead is first putting in their email to when they're purchasing from you. That entire process is completely automated so that you're not having to be DMing anybody. You're not having to be on the phone with anybody. You're not having to be chasing people down or bugging friends or family. But this automation system is out there working for you. All right, so that's where this 2-hour workday comes in, because you might be wondering, okay, so how exactly do I get leads into my automation system? And this is where that 2-hour workday comes in, because once you've got your product done, once you've got your automation, like the product, you just it's a one-time investment to get that product and to get all of the master resale rights that go along with the product and the products below that. So to be able to have those 4 income streams, that's how you get that. And then the automation system, that is completely done, 90 to 95% done. Again, that could be done like this afternoon. That is the piece where it takes a little bit, where you're connecting in your payment gateways, and then that is done. Like once you do that setup, it's done. You can check that off the list. And so that leaves you with just one final thing to worry about on a daily basis, like one task to worry about to get this whole freedom machine, that whole automation system out there working for you. And this is where that 2-hour workday comes in. Now, this did not seem real to me, coming from a side hustling background where I was constantly having to trade my time for dollars, where I was having to put in more time. If I wanted to make double, I had to put in double the amount of time. But instead, with this automation system, this is completely scalable because as you're growing your brand, as you're growing your email list, as you're growing your following, your income is going to grow as well. And so with this 2 hour workday, you're simply doing a couple of different things. There's two different routes here. And the first one is copy and paste ads. And so with these ads, these are free ad sites where you're simply copying and pasting to. So if you can copy and paste, you can post to these free ad sites. And do you realize there's hundreds of thousands of people visiting sites like these every single day looking for ways to make money, looking for business opportunities. And so by simply posting an ad there, in that ad, you're going to tell a little bit about the product that you have available. And then you're going to have a link over to your website that is going to give them, the next step to be able to take with you. At that point, they're going to go there, put in their email, and then they're going to start on that automation sequence. This automation sequence we give you, it is a highly converting sequence. It's a highly converting sales funnel, if you've heard that term before. But just know that all that it takes to be able to bring in a customer on a daily basis is just getting 20 people, getting this in front of 20 people. Because on average, across our community, 1 in 20 are purchasing. And so with this discovery system, that is what you're focused on during this 2 hours, is getting this in front of 20 people. Again, that's all it takes to start seeing that daily pay come in. And so I mentioned a little bit ago, I'm going to mention again for those of you who are just coming through, the $900 is our best selling. And when you learn the skills to bring in $900 on a daily basis, do you realize that is a $328,000 a year? So this 2 hour workday, all you're doing is getting your website out there into the world, getting your website discovered, getting your brand discovered. And this is through copy and paste ads. And then the other route is through social media. And this can be an either or, it could be a mix of both. It can be, even with the social media, we've got training where we show you actually how to do faceless marketing. So you do not necessarily need to be showing a face. You do not necessarily, need to be showing up on social media talking with your face. We actually show you that faceless marketing and how to build a faceless brand. So that is another really good option as well if you're an extreme introvert and like, okay, I could never, make content for social media. That and the copy and paste ads are going to be your best friend. So with the social media, the way it works is you're posting, kind of running out of room here. I'm going to write this over here. You're posting 3 pieces of content per day to social media, to whatever platform that you want to be on. And inside of this program, we show you exactly how to market the right way on every single social media platform out there. That does not mean that you need to be on every social media platform, but you just need one. So you pick one, whichever route that you want to go, and we show you exactly how, whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Pinterest or TikTok or YouTube. We show you exactly how, and then how to create those 3 pieces of content. What those pieces of content do is they're out there working for you, getting your website discovered. So just like the copy and paste ads where you've got your website in that ad, with the social media, you're going to have that similar call to action to invite the viewer to go and take the next step with you and to invite them to go over to your website. So for those of you just coming through, my name is Lee Meyer. I am a stay-at-home mom of 4 in Washington State. And this is my website right here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to go to get all of the details on exactly how this works. Get that 6-figure blueprint for yourself. When you get here, you'll see a place to put in your email. Put that in. On the very next page, you're going to get that 6-figure blueprint video that's going to explain everything. Watch that all the way through because it's going to answer all of your questions. But I want you to imagine what this would do for your family to be able to get your time back, to be able to have a 2-hour workday. And then the rest of the day, you could do do whatever you want to do. Like, what would you do with your remaining 22 hours? Would you spend more time with your family? Would you have more time to be present with your kids? Like, what would a 2-hour workday do for you? So I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little more room here again. But with this 2-hour workday, this is simply getting your website out there and getting it into the world to get discovered. Do you realize that there are 5 to 5.5 billion people on the internet, on social media? This makes this way easier than you would ever think to be able to get this in front of 20 people. Because again, 20 people, that is all that it takes on average to start seeing that daily pay come in. At that point, when somebody goes and discovers your website, either through those copy and paste ads, again, we show you exactly how to do those copy and paste ads. We show you exactly what websites to be posting to. When you go and create those ads, when you copy and paste over to those ad sites, when you create your content on social media and you're out there getting your website discovered, then at that point, that potential lead is going into your automation system and they're going through that system. They're seeing the video, they're receiving those emails from you. And sometimes those people will immediately purchase. So they may immediately go to your website, put in their email, and then, a few minutes later, you'll see that sale come through. That's happened to me a couple of different times to where it goes from somebody just discovering you, just finding out about you, to suddenly you're seeing that sale come through and money coming into your bank account. Other times, more often than not, it does take a little bit more time. And that's what that email sequence does, is it starts talking to them each day and sending those one email per day and then pointing them back to that page. So some people, it's going to take a little bit longer to grow that know, like, and trust factor. And then at that point, they're going over to your page where you have those products available and you've got your button set up to be able to receive those payments yourself. And at that point, they're becoming your new customer. They're, again, 100% profit because you have those payment gateways set up. And that's how you're seeing $900 come in 100% profit, is because you have your own brand. You've got your own web pages. You have your own payment gateway set up on those web pages so that you can see those $900 days for yourself. But I want to take a second to invite you to imagine what seeing $900 would do for your family, what learning the skills of daily pay would do for your family. So $900 on a daily basis, this is $6,300 a week. And on a yearly basis, that's $328,000 a year. So empoweredpassiveincome.com, for those of you just coming through, this is where you're going to get all of those details. But I want you to imagine with me for a second, if you were to jump in now, what this would do for your family to start learning the skills, to be successful in an industry where billions are being spent every single day. $1.2 billion is being spent in this industry, projected to hit 3 billion in the next couple of years. What would that do for your family? This is the end of September. We're getting, the end of September is approaching, to jump in and over these next 3 months, start learning these skills, start, getting that education for yourself, start learning how to bring in customers on a daily basis, start mastering that 2-hour workday, start learning how to leverage that automation system that is out there behind you, converting potential leads into paying customers. How different would your holidays look knowing that you've got daily pay coming into your bank account? How different would things look knowing that you have money coming in, and you getting to the end of the year and looking back at yourself, like looking in the mirror, thinking back on this moment of you being so proud of yourself for stepping out, for learning new skills, of taking your family to that next level. And January 1st rolls around and you're starting to see that daily pay coming in on a consistent basis. You're starting to see 900 and 900 and 900. What would that do for your family, of you getting to the end of 2025, having had a year, having shown up and been consistent, been committed to the blueprint, but been coachable to our 6 figure and 7 figure income earners, because that is really all it takes is those three things: being consistent, being committed, and being coachable. You get to the end of 2025 and you're looking in your bank account and you have been seeing that $900 come in on a daily basis. You've got $328,000 in your bank account extra, just because you decided that you were going to stay committed, because you decided that you were going to be consistent, and because you decided that you were going to be coachable. $328,000. What would that do for your family? How would that make you feel to get to the end of the year and see that amount of extra money in your bank account? Like, what would that mean for you? Would it mean that you would be able to quit your job? Would it mean that you would be able to, get all of your debts paid off, maybe including your house? Maybe it would mean that you would be able to get out of that apartment and actually be able to go and buy a house, like almost in cash. Like, what would this do for you? And you're so fired up from seeing it work. You're so fired up from having this 2-hour workday and getting that time back with your family that you do it again in 2026, and you do it again in 2027. What are you after 3 years in a row? You are a self-made millionaire, right? That is the power of having products that are done for you. That is the power of having an automation system that is out there working for you, a highly converting, proven sales funnel that is taking your potential leads into paying customers. That is the power of having that 2-hour workday that is giving you your time back. So my name, Lee Meyer, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is my website where you're going to go to get all of those details. I'm a mom of 4 in Washington State. I was working a side hustle, and then 3.5 months ago, I was at the place where I was exhausted, worn out. I needed a better way to be able to bring in income for my family. And 3.5 months ago, a friend shared this blueprint with me. And you guys, it has literally changed my life. It has rocked my world. So empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to head to get that blueprint. As soon as you go here, put in your email, you're going to get that video that explains more about this, exactly everything that we've been talking about. It's going to answer all of your questions. Watch it all the way through. Underneath that video, there's going to be a button. From there, click that button, and then that is going to take you over to those 4 products that are available. But I want to leave you with that final thought of what would learning these skills do for your family. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wish you a fabulous rest of your day. Again, $900 on a daily basis, $6,300 a week, $328,000 a year. Empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to go to get all of those details and to get started and to get in on tonight's $1 million brand training. I am so excited and hope to see you there. I'm going to wish you a fabulous rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.